Hello, this is Billy Joe Saunders, WBO middleweight champion of the world. Subscribe to Sport and Icons to stay in touch with all the top news. God bless you all.
So Billy Joe Saunders, the WBO world middleweight champion, has said that he plans on retiring in roughly 2 years' time, and I don't blame him. I mean, he's still going to be young enough to do whatever he wants to do, and what he'll do after that, we don't know. But these last 2 years, he wants to make them really, really count. And so that means big fights and big fights only. 2017 was a very, very successful year for him, starting off with Willie Monroe Jr. and then a masterclass performance in a few weeks ago against David Lemieux, over in David Lemieux's home country, hometown of Canada. So he is now at the top of his game. He's got a new trainer in Dominic Ingle, and currently he's over in Marbella with Tyson Fury and Tyson Fury's brother, Hughie Fury. So not the cousin, but the brother. And of course, he's with Tyson Fury's new trainer in Ben Davison. And we've seen some of the footage of Billy Joe Saunders. He's doing some pad work. He's doing some water bag work with Tyson and Hughie, and that was pretty entertaining. It was pretty good how they were doing that. And Billy Joe looked sharp. Now, after David Lemieux, Dominic Ingle said that he's going to give Billy Joe Saunders some time off to rest a little bit, recharge the batteries, and doesn't expect him back in the ring until mid to late January. And Billy Joe Saunders of old would have fully done that. You know, he'd have been eating God knows what, having a fun time and drinking whatever, this, that and the other, and went back into the gym well and truly out of shape. But while he's not going to be with Dominic Ingle just yet, he did go over to Tyson Fury's training camp with Ben Davison, and he's been working out over there, doing some pad work, as I said. So he's going back a couple of weeks early, and this shows great intent on him, that he's keeping this focused. He's fully motivated now, and he has said that he can't wait to get back in the ring, and that's probably looking around April time. Who's he going to be fighting yet? We don't know. There are a multitude of options. Obviously, it's not going to be Triple G or Canelo, because they will be having their rematch on May the 5th, allegedly. So the opponents are very few and far between as to who it is that he can fight. It's not going to be Chris Eubank Jr. We know that because Chris Eubank Jr. is currently in the tournament, and he has a fight with George Grove. So should he win, he'll progress into the next round, into the final. If he was to lose, then obviously his stock will have dropped, if you like, and that's what Billy Joe Saunders will exactly say. You've just come off of a loss and I've already beaten you. What value are you bringing to this fight? So again, it's not going to be Chris Eubank Jr. It's not going to be Daniel Jacobs either. Fact being, because Billy Joe Saunders works for Frank Warren, and Frank Warren is obviously with his own Box Nation, and of course teamed up with, was it 9 months ago now, with BT Sport, who are of course rivals with Sky Sports, and Eddie Hearn works with Sky Sports, and obviously Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren are rivals as well. So again, there's going to be no neutral ground on that one. The fight, if it could to happen in America and be screened on HBO, won't be an issue. It's where is it going to be screened in the UK? And of course, Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren unlikely to really be working with each other, especially as they've only just signed up with Matchroom USA for Eddie Hearn. So he's going to want all the big fights on Sky coming out of America, and obviously Frank Warren needs his guys, and his top guy is of course Billy Joe Saunders. So he's not going to want him to go fight on Sky. He needs him to stay on BT. So again, Daniel Jacobs and Billy Joe Saunders, that fight isn't going to happen. There are a few other options, of course, out there. Maybe a Charlo. I think Jamal Charlo, that would be an epic fight. I really like that one. And to be honest, I would favour Billy Joe Saunders in that one. In fact, I would probably favour Billy Joe Saunders over pretty much everybody at middleweight right now. There's only a couple of people who I believe would really give him a scrap. And I think Charlo would give him a very, very good fight. Daniel Jacobs would give him a good fight. And obviously Triple G or Canelo would also give him a good fight. And of course, Gary Spike O'Sullivan. A few people would love to see that rematch. I would too. And maybe a rematch with Andy Lee. I'm not too sure what Andy Lee's doing at the minute. He come back for a fight and then he seems to have gone inactive again. So I'm not too sure what's happening with Andy Lee. There's rumours that he's contemplating retirement. So we'll have to wait and see. But long gone are the days where he'll be potentially fighting the likes of Akavov or a Nick Blackwell kind of esque, like a level kind of opponent. So I think top level for me, Charlo would be a very, very good start. Dave Jacobs, we wish. I would really like Gary Spike O'Sullivan as well. If Spike can get away from his mother-in-law, like just for a night, that'd be great. And yeah, so there are some other options out there for him. I don't know quite what's happening with Kurt Cisse. I mean, for me, that was a fight I was really looking forward to originally. Maybe a fight with Tommy Langford. I don't know domestically how that would go down. At one point, that was a pretty decent, intriguing fight. So I don't really know who his opponent is going to be next. He's certainly not going to wait for May the 5th to be here for Triple G and Canelo. Then obviously whoever it is that he fights after, then they're going to want to have a bit of time off, spend with their family, recuperate from camp, and then start a 2 or 3 month camp again. So you're talking on at least September again before BJ Saunders is going to ultimately fight the winner of those. So he's going to want a fight or two while he waits. But who's he going to be fighting against? I don't know. So you drop your thoughts below as to what you think about BJ Saunders saying that he's going to be retiring in about 2 years' time. And of course, who do you think that he should be fighting next, or who indeed he will be fighting next? Click that thumbs up, subscribe, catch you next video.